Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where this is technically a continuation of the previous Carpetanian mega campaign, but this is really a reboot of it. The Empire has fallen, it's 1,000 years later, and we're trying to rebuild it from the ashes. So we're going to hop straight into a new game here. We are not importing. We're going to create as a new ruler here, not really a new ruler, but we're going to hop on in 1066 here. I wanted to go with the 1066 start date because Iberia is a little bit more broken up in 1066 as opposed to 867. And then we have a bit of an option. We could go with like Castilian. They are bellicose. We could go with Basque as our culture. They are egalitarian. And I would lean towards having Basque be the like descendant culture of Carpetanian, just based on the way that that was going in that previous game. But this is 1,000 years later. Things are different now, right? There's no doubt about that. But let's hop straight on in here. Magnificent. We've got the Iberian struggle going on, and that's absolutely fine. We are currently not married. We should marry someone. I guess you'll do. Going by stewardship here, but our heir is also unmarried. You'll do. Okay. And we hold a city holding? Okay, that's weird. We can't hold a city holding, so we'll grant that out. Can we revoke this title? We don't have limited crown authority. We can just immediately pass that, though. So that's absolutely fine. We'll do that. We'll revoke this title. This guy only has a 4% chance of acceptance. Okay, well, he is not an option there. This guy has a 65% chance. Okay, that's mildly awkward. We're definitely going to go into the stewardship tree for right now, I think. We need to get as much money as we can. We can create accolades and station men-at-arms regiments. Our head of faith would grant a claim on the Duchy of Burgundy. I don't really care about that right now, to be honest. We should station our light horsemen. And we don't have a holding to station our pikemen in. Sadly. We're going to have to revoke a holding somewhere here. The question is, what holding? Also, I want to take a look at our accolades. So we can hop in over here. We only have 3 people that are eligible to form an accolade. Tactician would be... I mean, men-at-arms counter efficiency is pretty good. But it's not, in my opinion, the ideal for right now. Archer is okay. That could work. Yeah, we'll do that for now. And then we can get a second accolade. What else do we have here? So this guy would be a Marauder and Stalwart. I mean, Stalwart is pretty good. Marauder, not so much. This guy would be a Charmer and Besieger. Actually, Besieger is excellent. And we would need this guy to serve as a knight. So we would just create that accolade like that. Okay, so we have... need for siege weapons as well as archers. Okay, so we would get a unit of mangonels. And then we'd look to get a unit of bowmen. We'd need 55 gold for that. Cool. So for now, that's fine. We can negotiate a couple of alliances. And who would we want to negotiate these with? Both of these are counts over in France. I think we negotiate with both of them. We're not in the strongest position in the world. So that seems wonderful. Marvelous news. Okay, we'll collect 75 gold here. Absolutely. Gold is incredibly valuable for us. Right now, I think our focus needs to be on getting men-at-arms going. So we need a unit of bowmen here. Since we have a knight for bowmen, we can get that all the way up to size 12, in theory, if we can, you know, get it upgraded. We could also theoretically create, say, another unit of light horsemen eventually. These are light horsemen. Do we want caballeros or light horsemen? Caballeros are slightly better statistically. So we'd want to swap these light horsemen with caballeros. We do have pikemen here. I think pikemen are reasonably fine. We can have up to 6. So that means that we can get 2 additional regiments. I think a regiment of bowmen and a regiment of armored footmen, and then swapping this for caballeros makes sense. Ish. So that'll do for now. Of course, we would need a second regiment of bowmen. We could get that going now. Let's do it. We need to bump up these numbers. No doubt about that. Okay, so let's tick on forward here. The question is, are any of our relatively powerful neighbors? We're the weakest one in this area, by the way. We're the weakest one in this area. Are any of our relatively powerful neighbors looking to take us over right away? This is the King of Galicia, out over this way. Actually, I love this alliance. Do it. A language barrier, huh? We could start a learn language scheme, or we could mumble something and hope for the best. 80 stress, though. Okay. We'll do that, and we'll immediately get rid of that scheme. Okay. I would like to be swaying this guy over here. Reason being, I want to revoke titles. We have a 66% chance right now, but for now, that's fine. Okay, 50 gold. Absolutely, we take 50 gold right now. 50 gold is amazing at this point. So what do we do with that 50 gold? Well, we're at 65 right now. We could start increasing the size of our bowmen. Just raw troop count would be great. Now, these guys are unstationed, but we don't have any holdings to station them in. We could theoretically, with our allies, think about attacking Aragon. Pressing one of these claims over here. That seems reasonable. He's got some mangonels and some caballeros. Our pikemen would counter those caballeros, or at least some of them. But the caballeros would definitely counter our archers. There's no doubt about that. We would need to have... Yeah, I wanted a unit of armored footmen here. We might actually go with pikemen, though. If these guys are going heavy cavalry... Pikemen are considered spearmen, which are countered by heavy infantry, correct? Correct. Okay. Are we the culture head? We are the culture head. Okay, we're fascinated by burrs at this moment, and bailiffs is being exposed. Sure. That seems fine. We have household soldiers already. Okay. Seems okay. Yeah, I think a unit of pikemen for now makes sense here. I do kind of want to attack this guy. So we would press this claim here. We would gain the contested title. That's actually very good for us. That will increase our domain limit, or rather our domain holdings. So I think that's great. We absolutely declare this. He's got 1374 troops, yes. But we can call in our allies. And we're definitely going to do that. Wonderful. Now, do we want to actually be positioned here? Well, I mean, this is in mountains, so I think this is fine. We're going to raise up our forces here. But I'm going to wait. We're not going to immediately go in here. We're going to wait until some of our reinforcements show up. Our allies are, of course, joining the war, as we would expect. And we're going to need to wait for some of them to show up here. We don't have the forces to take on Aragon on our own at this time. So we're going to have to leverage our allies here. This guy does not appear to be on his way over, but these guys are. So that'll be fine. This should be sufficient with them here, in theory. So we see 1376 here. He's going away. He's going this direction. Are you on your way? Can he not pass over? Okay, now he's on his way. It took him a bit. He had to think about it. Cool. So we're going to head on in over here as soon as our ally shows up here. These guys are a ways away. How are we doing on reinforcing our men-at-arms? We've still got a ways to go on that, to be honest. We're losing money right now. We may want to start moving in over here. Our allies are sticking with us. Oh, okay, we can see them off over here. In that case, we go directly in and start up our siege. We do have 10 siege weapons, so that's something. We'll take 75 prestige here. We're negative in prestige right now, so that seems fine. Cool. 13 months on this siege. Yeah, that's going to be a bit. But they're just running around up in France. I don't care about this. And if these guys actually siege here, that's amazing. We would prefer that. We are going to debase the coinage with inexpensive nickel. We need all the gold we can get. Unfortunately, everyone learned how cheap the coins were, which makes me very sad. And now we don't have enough forces to actually siege here because these guys are leaving. How many do we actually need? 892? We've got 839 right now. Well, that was unfortunate that they're leaving here. Do we just hang out here? I don't know why they've decided to stack in here instead of the war goal. They're actually not. They're running around over this way. Okay. I have no idea what the AI is doing here. We're going to raise anything that we can. We kind of can't. Do we hire mercs? I don't really want to hire mercs here. But I kind of feel like it's necessary. We can't go into debt greater than 2 years of our income. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, these guys are walking around over here. Unfortunately, we're just not making progress on the war goal because our allies have decided that we need to spread out and siege all of the things. I don't know why they've decided that this is the way to go. I don't agree with them. But I guess there's only five months left here, but this is getting sieged. There's 4 months left there. They're going to come around over here and attack us here. By the time they're done, this siege will be over. But we could have gotten a lot further than this if they had just stayed with us here. We have siege weapons. We're sieging without siege weapons right now. You know what? We need to move these mangonels, adjust the mangonels down over here. This is apparently going to give us attrition of how much? We only have 10 units here. They just straight up disappear. Okay, well that's exciting. We can't even walk our mangonels down there. Okay, well, they're on their way over here as predicted. This siege does end eventually. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. And now they're going to come up over here, but they're honestly a little late. Actually, they're more than a little late. They're a lot late. At least we can finally get progress up here again. So 15 months on that. We're working on getting some additional mangonels up to the front. I was just hoping to get this siege done a little quicker, but yeah, that attrition was awkward. The King of Leon wants to negotiate an alliance with us. We accept that. Can we call him in? Yes, we can. 350 prestige, but that's fine. There we go. So this is an awkward war. There's no doubt about that, but it sure looks like we're going to win it. We have a daughter. That's fine. We're egalitarian. No problem with that. We can offer hostages. That's weird. Okay, whatever. That must be a struggle thing that I'm not familiar with. Cool. So this is now done. That puts us at 71%. And we do have a breach over here, at least. Now there's a large breach. They're actually coming up here to fight. They could win that on their own. They'll be considered the defender in the mountains here. And I think, yeah, they should win that. In theory. Because, yeah, this guy is considered the defender. Yeah, absolutely. They win that. Perfect. So they're stopping that siege from happening. That is glorious. I'm very pleased about that. We are slightly in debt right now. No doubt about that one. But we've got a good alliance web going on here. I'm relatively pleased with that one. We just need to get this siege done. It would have been done if our allies hadn't decided to siege these first and not go after the war target for some reason. I don't know why they chose that. It's a very strange decision. No doubt about that one. I'm not going to assault this. We simply don't have the forces to throw away on it right now. So 997, yeah, that's fine. I'd love to get this siege completed. 1.3 per day progress. How many? Oh, we only have the 2 mangonels. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, well, that's fine. We see them running around out over here. 4 months left. We cannot assault the fort, apparently. I'm wondering what they're going to do. They have decent numbers over here, but we have sufficient numbers to hold this, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure this war is over. I'm like 95% sure this war is over. They're heading over here to, like, try to siege this back. I don't care about that. They're not going to get it before we have this done. So this is fine. Awkward war, but a successful one nevertheless. Actually, they're walking into us here. 18 days left on this siege. Our allies are walking in, but they're kind of late. Uh-huh. We're considered the attacker here, so we are winning this. Yeah, this is fine. Thank you, allies. Beautiful. So that would have been really awkward if we had lost this that close to finishing the siege. I would have been really upset at the guys who went over and sieged this. Luckily, that's not the case. And the war is over. So we're going to enforce those demands, and we will disband our troops. We are mildly in debt, but not tremendously in debt. We are going to need to start stationing some forces over here. So I would like, for now, I think, to station our pikemen. There we go. We're going to, of course, require additional domain limit. And we don't have our wife on managed domain either. We can definitely do that. So that'll do for now. We, of course, do want to be working on... No valid targets for that task. That's not true. Okay. We want to be increasing control over here. Our control is currently 0, and we'll work our way through that. We'll need to come out of debt, of course, and we'll need to restore our troops. So that's absolutely great. And can we ransom anyone? Sadly, we cannot ransom anyone right now. That is very sad. Can we ask the Pope for gold? No, because opinion of us is not high enough. Okay. That's fine for now. For now, we're still interested in getting this guy's territory. So, 77% chance. 0% chance over here. Sure. We would like to get that back. Hang on. This guy just died. 0% chance now. That is unfortunate. We could go after this guy instead. That is an option. So these guys are Muslim. These guys are all Christian. Okay, got it. That's fine for now. We could certainly think about doing something here. Seizing the Duchy of Navarra de jure. We're, of course, quite negative on our prestige right now. So we should probably consider putting in a spy master. That would be a good step here. We can also think about potentially having an activity here if we really wanted to make some prestige. It wouldn't be a bad idea. We have some potential alliance negotiations that we can do. Castile. He would not accept this. He is our rival? Okay. Noted. We can probably beat Castile. He's currently attacking Galicia, who should be our ally, right? Yes. Who has not called us in. What would happen? Yeah, we don't want that. What would happen if we pushed this claim? It would only be 23, right? It'd be a bit of a fame penalty. That's definitely painful. This would be an interesting option here. Just start carving into Castile. I kind of like it. So we'll declare this war. We're going to call in our allies. Certainly Leon. Galicia would not accept. They're they're fighting their own thing there. We'll call these guys in as well. Yes, that's going to be a lot of prestige that costs us. And yes, that's understood. We're going to raise all of our troops over here. And we're going to go directly into Vizcaya here. We should have eyes on their forces. Yep, they're out over here. So we should be able to just nab this real quick, in theory. That's the idea anyway. So we're going to hop in here and grab a little bit of extra territory. We need to be bumping up our troop count, right? That is absolutely the most important thing here. Bumping up our troop count is of vital importance. This guy would not join because he will not fight air. Wait, Castile is his heir? Okay, we definitely want to cut into Castile at this point then. And they're currently fighting each other awkwardly. So we have 9 months on this siege. That's fine. Ransom an involved ruler. Okay. So we're pretty low on prestige count at this moment. No doubt about that. What we need more than anything right now is to just establish ourselves as a powerful position in this region. A powerful regional position. France is potentially someone that we can leverage as we move southward here. In fact, I think that's a good option. He would not accept this because we have too many existing alliances. Okay. That's certainly noted. I'm going to start swaying the King of France. We do get a new stewardship perk here. We'll grab detailed ledgers to boost up our income. Our income is not great. But we don't expect our income to be great at this point, right? That would be remarkable if our income was amazing right now. So after they finish this siege, what do they do? Is the question. They hire mercenaries and continue heading out into Galicia. So, what is this Castilian claim on the Kingdom of Galicia? Okay, so he's going to get a substantial power bump out of this. We definitely need to take this location to cut into his power at least that little bit that we can. That is of utmost importance. This betrothal, the King of France is actually proposing this courtier to marry us, and this would actually get us an alliance. So we absolutely accept that. We have an alliance with the King of France now. That is very good for us. We're going to try to maintain that alliance and leverage it to gain ourselves power in this region. That's the idea here. So, as soon as we're done here, I think we go directly for the Castilian capital. I think that's the goal here. So we've got 15 days. The siege is almost over. There we go. That's going to get us ticking war score, and we're going to head directly for the enemy capital at this point. They must be sieging out in this fog over here. Galicia's not fighting them, really. So that's going to end up being a thing, which is certainly not ideal. We're going to get this siege done. We've got 7 months on that one. And that could theoretically end the war, but it's not necessarily going to end the war. So we'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully that will end the war. Sieges are slow at this point. No doubt about that, especially compared to our other CK3 game that's ongoing right now, where we're able to get these sieges done in literally 2 days. It's insane. So we see them coming back to defend their capital. I'm not shocked about this. Do we think that we win this? This is in Plains. I think we do. Do we have a better leader than what we have here? Skill 16. No, not really. He's a forest fighter. We'll lose decisively, huh? We have a numerical advantage. We'll see how this goes. This is really close. But in the end, we are losing it. sadly. That came down to 7 soldiers. Wow. Okay. 90 gold for Aragon's troops? If his contribution is at least 722 when the war ends. Okay, sure. We'll do it. So that was really close. That was incredibly close. We almost won that battle. If we only had a tiny little bit more of an advantage. So he's going up over here. And this is in hills. He's going to siege this. We've got more allies on the way in. We're regrouping. Yeah, he can't siege that. He simply can't. I don't know where he thinks he's going. He cannot win it. He's going to our capital. Okay, that's really bad for him. He should not siege our capital. He absolutely should not do this. So we're going to wait for allies. These guys are going to show up. We're going to be the defender in mountains. Ooh, 300 gold. Actually, we absolutely take that. We're now known as the Crownless, which is fair enough. But we're happy to do this. So he's running away right now. And that's absolutely right. He has to run away. Awkward pathing there. We're just going to come down over this way. And do we fight him in these plains? No, we don't catch him there. Okay, this is also awkward pathing, but whatever. We're going to go up over this direction. Remember, ticking war score is on our side here. Where did he get these extra troops from? Kingdom of Castile troops. Army of Vizot? And Army of Olmedo. I'm not sure where he got these troops from. But we need to try to cut them off here. And prevent them from grouping up. Excellent. So he actually turned around here. And we're looking to head in over this way. I'm okay with him starting up a siege over here. This will result in casualties, which is non-ideal, for sure. Okay, we got to turn around. Oh, this is going to result in casualties again? That's kind of gross. But we got to turn around and head up over this way. Yeah, that's not going to result in casualties. The reason is we have to defend this area, right? So that's fine. We do need our allies to come up here, though. Remember, ticking war score is on our side. So as long as we have ticking war score on our side, we're going to win this war. That's just the way it comes down to. So we're going to position here. Our allies are grouping up here as well. What are you guys doing? I want to come up here and fight. They're going to siege. I would rather they didn't. They do have siege weapons. That puts us in a bad position. I guess we could hire mercs here and try to guarantee this. I would really rather not spend money on this. These guys are putting us in a bad position here. If they had just grouped up with us here, we could have forced a fight here, won this fight, turned around, fought these guys, and then sieged the capital. Unfortunately, we don't control them. And we've got these guys walking in over here. We're going to have to go over this way and help out over here. These guys are staying here. Okay, our allies are being so awkward. Okay, so we're going to reinforce here. This is a problem. I want to deal with it, but our allies are not allowing us to. Now I want to come back up over this way. I want our allies to come with. Like, I really want to attack here. Okay, now the allies are coming. Unfortunately, it's too late. They get this back. Which puts us in a really awkward position. That's for sure. An incredibly awkward position here. We can start sieging this down, and they're going to head up over here. This is only going to take 3 months to siege. I think we do siege this. They're actually not doing anything right now. Yeah, the defender controls war target. We're going to get this back. That's not a problem. Our allies are being annoying, though. No doubt about that. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see about dealing with this newly and strengthened Castile. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.